It didn't settle in until like we were sitting on the start line against Temple 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I don't think it's fully settled in that we're going to race at the IRAs as well.
We've really stuck to the goal of, even if it's not set in stone, believing that there will be a championship, there will be some sort of racing season.
Let's go 5 to build and 7 at 38. Stride for 7 to 36.
It's definitely a much different challenge than in previous years. I found myself asking why to come down to the boathouse many times this season.
Getting outside in 20 degrees, it's like you think back to that and it gives you another level of motivation of like we've gone through a lot more than we usually would have.
It was a lot of erging and just a lot of getting through it, sitting outside in the cold and trying to keep in mind what could possibly happen, because there was just a lot of unknowns.
That was definitely a crazy time. I remember we definitely did a few ergs in the middle of a snowstorm, and at that point it was kind of like, why on earth are we doing this? But I think we kept a lot of hope in our team at that time of you never know what can happen with IRAs, and we really tried to keep the energy high. Paul did an amazing job at keeping us all motivated, and the idea of IRAs was always there, so I think that really kept that drive through the really cold winter months.
Knowing that I'm not doing this for myself, I'm not doing it so that I can put my name on a board somewhere or get my name on a trophy somewhere. It's really to be building these relationships, to be coming down here and building these sort of skills that we can learn through rowing and through sport.
We kind of just had no choice but to think, it might happen, therefore we're going to train as if it is going to happen.
We get the chance to be here while a lot of other Ivy Leagues are still remote, or they don't have enough people on the roster to put out a boat. And so we're in the very lucky situation that we can do that. And so it's about realizing that, even if we're not training for anything, we're lucky to be on a team that is training and racing each other, even though we're only racing, say we're going out on a Wednesday morning, just racing each other. Like, we're lucky to be able to do that.
We're here to be a team together. We're here to carry on a tradition that's greater than ourselves.
I want to continue to work on the front end because it's the most important thing your boat can do, right? When you pick it up together at the front end, it's lighter, you even tell me it's faster.
We've been doing doubles every single day for the last week and a half, and we're tired, but we've been feeling our boat speed recently. We can tell that there's a difference from all these extra practices and from picking up the racing season. Our boats are going faster, our times are getting faster, and I think everyone's really excited to go. Most of the team hasn't gone to NCAAs before. They have no idea what it's going to be like. It's a brand new experience, and we're just excited to get out there and show our stuff because no one thought we'd be able to get here.
Last week was a very heavy week, definitely one of the more heavy we've done all year. And so we're basically coming off that. So we sort of built most of the fitness that we can have built, was sort of built last week. And so this week is a lot about sharpening up as a crew. I mean, we haven't been in this crew very long. So each session we're making huge steps. And so this week is about sharpening up as a crew, as well as tapering off to ensure that, we're fit and we're rested ahead of the race. I think I speak for the whole team in that we're confident we're going to put out a really good performance.
Even before we found out definitively that we were going, we were training at a really high level, and I think that's why we're in a really good place right now, going into the championships. But there's obviously an added level of motivation when you know that you're racing for a national championship. It's going to happen, and that definitely brought a whole new level of energy to the team.
Just getting to the race is a win in many of our eyes. However, of course, we are aiming to win.
My team is filled with the most resilient, strongest, most gritty girls I have ever met. It has been such an honor and a privilege to train as part of WLC this season. We've learned so much about each other. The support network is just unreal, like both on and off the water, up campus, kind of going through finals and thesis and everything. Everyone is always there for each other, and that's something I'll be grateful for forever and ever. But just even going through a pandemic from day dot 15 months ago, the culture of this team has only grown, and we've just really bonded, and it's been something really, really special, and I think that's going to come out on Friday for sure.